Hello everybody and welcome to Hexcrank Live. This is Cole, as always, here with a new game. This is a newish adventure game studio game called Chronicle of Innsmouth, based on the H.P. Lovecraft story, The Shadow Over Innsmouth. Let's jump right in. Thanks so much for watching.
Torpedoes fired from submarines on Innsmouth, Massachusetts. The authorities are silent on the subject, but it seems that on the night of Tuesday, Innsmouth was attacked by government forces. The reasons for this assault are not clear. Rumors speak of a massive smuggling operation based in the almost unheard of fishing town, in direct violation of the Prohibition Act. It's better that the truth never sees the light of day. I had never heard of Innsmouth until the day before I saw it for the first time. I was celebrating my coming of age with a tour of New England, and had planned to go directly from antiquated Newburyport to Arkham, from whence the roots of my mother's bloodline emerged, when I only have $20 left. I wonder if there's any cheap means to get from here to Arkham.
Alright, so this is an adventure game studio game, which means that it plays out very similarly to like a Scum kind of game. So,
a gift from my grandfather for my coming of age. I hope to find a direct and cheap route to Arkham. I only have $20 left. I must budget wisely.
So yeah, let's talk to this weirdo here.
Hello.
Greetings.
Do you know of any cheap way to get to Arkham?
Ask at the ticket office. And now, if you'll excuse me...
Hello. Hey! Hey! Anyone in there? He's too busy staring at that train. Or maybe he's just awfully rude. One or the other.
So, this is a kind of strange combination, because it's got the LucasArts kind of look, and also you can tell that kind of sense of humor. But this is like a Lovecraft thing, so I don't know if they're fainting or
directions
not.
Pointing every which way. Those are railway timetables.
So let's talk to this fella.
Excuse me?
What can I do for you?
I'm trying to get to Arkham.
You can take the 1605 steam locomotive for $5.
Isn't that a tad expensive?
Sorry, but I don't decide the prices.
Don't you have anything cheaper?
An old bus departs every morning from the square back there, but I wouldn't recommend it.
What's the problem with it?
It's a wreck. It should be on the scrap heap by now, as well as the fact that it goes through Innsmouth. And people don't like that.
Why?
There are some stories about Innsmouth, mostly whispered. Strange cults, deals with the devil. I don't believe it.
Those shifty
But
eyes.
it is true that the people there have a peculiar look about them. When you meet Joe the bus driver, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You can just tell that they are not trustworthy.
Where exactly is Innsmouth? That was the first I ever heard of Shadowed Innsmouth.
It's located on the southeast coast.
Strange. It's not on the map. Any reference to a town not shown on common maps would have interested me. And the agent's odd manner of illusion roused something like real curiosity.
It's a place I wouldn't suggest to my worst enemy.
A town able to inspire such dislike in its neighbors, I thought, must be at least rather unusual and worthy of a tourist's attention. If it came before Arkham, I would stop off there.
If you are that interested, you should be more or less here.
Thank you. Any advice on where to spend the night?
Several hotels are on offer, but all are expensive. I've heard tell of a YMCA hostel, but I don't know exactly where it is. Maybe you could ask around.
I guess I'll ask around then. Bye for now.
Alright, so we have our mission. What's this?
An old copy of the Arkham Gazette newspaper. An old copy of the Arkham Gazette newspaper. No thanks. It's filthy.
Oh. I thought there would have been information, but okay. Alright, so he's telling me to go to the square.
Hello.
Look behind you! A 3-locomotive train!
Where?
Hey, wait a minute.
I think you're drunk, buddy. Or were you quoting something? Hello.
What do you want? Get lost!
Hello.
Leave me alone with my puddle!
Hello.
You really love to chatter, don't you? Well, I don't!
Hello.
You really love to chatter, don't you? Well, I don't!
He wouldn't like that.
Oh, I should have thought pull on a homeless guy. No.
Some homeless guy. I think it's the livelihood of that homeless guy.
Hey! Leave my dinner alone!
Sensitive.
The smell is already bad enough without opening it. The hydrant is leaking.
I hope everybody's doing well.
I don't know where to go. Interesting. According to this map, Innsmouth does not exist. With my bare hands? A list showing the medicines currently in stock. It's closed. This pharmacy is not open at night. How long has this hydrant been leaking for?
Don't step in it! I washed my face in there!
I think it's the livelihood of that homeless guy.
Hey! Leave my dinner alone!
So, Ariane in the chat asked if this is a retelling of the Shadow Over Innsmouth. I believe it is. Yeah. Loosely, I mean.
A man with a suitcase. Did the train leave?
Yes. The next one arrives in 46 minutes.
Is there anything interesting here in Newburyport?
The train station and the train.
Oh, he's a train
And if someone
spotter.
wished to go somewhere other than the station?
I don't understand. What do you mean?
Do you know anything about Innsmouth?
No train goes there.
Ah, I see.
They never finished the railway. I think I might have read something about it at the library.
Huh.
Do you know anything about Innsmouth?
No,
Ah,
they never.
you know all the train times by heart?
The 2006 direct via Dunwich, 7:47 for Kingsport, 8:09 direct for...
Okay, enough already. I suppose you're also a model train set enthusiast?
Sure.
Really? Me too.
Really?
Awesome!
Awesome. Currently, I am touring this region by train. A few days ago, I attended an exhibition of old train models at the Boston Historical Society. It was absolutely incredible. Here in Newburyport, though, nothing but boring junk.
That's a shame.
But the owner of the YMCA has an incredibly rare Hornby train model just sitting right out there on a table. I know, right?
Interesting.
You're fucking with me.
Tell me about the Historical Society here in Newburyport.
They have an exhibition of exotic jewelry. It's pretty boring, though. If you're interested in going, I have this leaflet. You'll find it in the city's central district.
Thank you. Tell me about the library.
It's 2 blocks from here on State Street. Their collection is a tad lacking, but the librarian is very nice.
Okay.
Tell me about the YMCA.
I think I already mentioned the train model. You must go there. And anyways, it's a nice cheap place to spend the night.
Could you tell me where it is?
I don't know the name of the road exactly, but I can give you a general guide.
Please do.
From the station's entrance, proceed along State Street until you hit High Street. Turn left there and follow the road to the end. It's somewhere around there.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
See ya.
See
What a
you
helpful
around.
weirdo.
Do you have any idea how I can get to the YMCA?
No, my apologies.
It seems a circus has been by here. Long time ago.
So,
Hello? Hello. Am I speaking with one Lone Carter?
That depends. Where did you get my number from?
A mutual friend informed me of you and of your particular skill set. My name is Dr. Armitage. I'm calling you concerning a matter of some urgency.
Go on.
Meet me at Miskatonic University at your soonest convenience. I will fill in the details then.
Right off the bat. And to be frank, let me just mention that I'm not bought cheaply.
You may rest assured, money is not an issue.
Just so I know, though, who gave you my name?
Professor Wilmarth.
I see.
huh. Okay, so that's the station. Let's go to this library and learn more about Innsmouth.
And so we have a deal. You must convince her to sell them.
How many times must I repeat myself? Leave her alone.
Must I remind you that my boss doesn't take no for an answer?
But I...
All right. Think it over. You have 3 days. Once you've made up your mind, call this number.
But... Really, I don't...
Shift it, moron.
How rude. Flowers in a jar. How original. Innsmouth is not marked.
Let's talk to this guy.
Hello.
Hello. How can I help you?
Who was that guy?
I don't want to talk about it.
Can you help me with something?
Concerning?
Innsmouth.
So, you are the good cop, eh?
Huh?
I will never change my mind.
What the hell are you talking?
Tell Marsh that I will never give in to his demands.
What do you mean? Wait, is this about that weird guy that just left?
So, you're not a stooge in the service of Mr. Marsh? I apologize then. My mistake. Ask away.
Do you have anything on Innsmouth here?
I would not know. It is not a topic many ask about. Try the shelf at the back of the room. Essex section. I just got the weirdest deja vu back from when I worked at Miskatonic 10 years ago. The door's open.
Where might I find Dr. Armitage?
Ah, you must be Lone Carter. Doctor! Mr. Carter is here!
Shh! This is a library, for God's sake. Please excuse my colleague. Greetings, Mr. Carter. I have been expecting you. I hope that you had a pleasant journey here.
Let's just skip the small talk, Doctor.
Very well. Wilmarth told me that you have not been discouraged by cases that seem to have no rational explanations. Have you ever heard of Innsmouth?
Never.
It's a small harbor town, a brief travel from here. It is known to few. My brother John, a professor of theology, was in contact with a local pastor there. After much correspondence with said pastor, he decided to go investigate the church there. That was 3 weeks ago. I have not heard from him since.
I don't get it. This is a job for a rookie. Why didn't you just go to the police?
Lone, our contacts have witnessed happenings beyond the realm of explanation. Sources in Innsmouth have reported things way beyond conventional comprehension.
I see. Why didn't you just tell your brother not to go there then?
He left only a brief note telling me of his mission, and by then it was too late.
Dear brother, I'm off on a short jaunt over to Innsmouth. A friend may be in peril, and in need of my help. If you do not hear back from me within the space of 2 weeks, please send help. Okay, a letter full of ramblings to his little brother. You have anything solid? Where was he staying?
He mainly lodged here at the university. Let me show you to his room. I'll be leaving you to get on with your work. I have something else demanding my attention.
I hope it lets me play it. Ah, there we go. Cool. Hi, Mr. Reciprocity.
It's a Bible. It looks like a rather old edition. There's something sticking out from under it. A letter. Judging from the dates, I don't have the complete set of letters yet. Better keep looking. A nice big desk. There don't seem to be any writing materials on it. It won't open.
Hey, Double Dexter, welcome.
Nothing worthwhile. It's pulled up right in front of the Bible. Maybe he felt the need to read some scripture before leaving. Better not.
Let's open up this wardrobe, why don't we?
Looks like he left a lot of stuff behind in his hurry to leave. The bed looks like it was made up in a hurry. A rather Spartan bed. Found another letter. Better not. Better not. It won't open. Judging from the dates, I don't have the complete set of letters yet. Better keep looking.
Oh, there's another drawer. Cool.
Nice big desk. There don't seem to be any writing materials on it. Nothing worthwhile. Nothing worthwhile. I can't. Better not.
Oh.
I don't need it. There's another letter. Judging from the dates,
Come on.
complete set of letters yet. Better keep looking. It won't open. I can't. Candle, most likely used for reading in bed. There's something sticking out from under it. Another letter. This must be the latest. It's dated 3 weeks ago, just around when the professor hastily departed. I'll just sneak a peek at his private letters. 1st September, 1919. Dear friend, how are you? I have just arrived in Innsmouth. I was quite unpleasantly surprised to find that the church here is not of the Christian faith, but rather dedicated to a cult named the Esoteric Order of Dagon. Have you ever heard of this order? Yours affectionately, Elliot.
Okay, nothing unusual
23rd
there.
October, 1919. Dear friend, I came here to Innsmouth of my own free will, but already I am beginning to regret it. During this pilgrimage, I have met only one good Christian in this place. He asked me to restore his faith in the godliness of his town. But he never showed up for that mass, and I have not seen him since. Most people here seem suspicious of my teachings, and our one true Lord seems to have only a smattering of followers. We will try to meet for Holy Mass in secret. Your friend, Elliot. 26th December, 1919.
He was
Dear
there for
friend,
a long time.
I've discovered my true purpose here. To guide the sheep onto the path of righteousness. The horrors of the war have made the people here lose faith in God, and have led them to seek comfort in the false faith of this cult. Although, I have discovered that this conversion took some time. They had few followers at first. I suspect that influential local figures managed to slowly lure folk in. This is probably why the remaining Christian people here wish to receive their mass in secret, to avoid the feeling of alienation that I, myself, am suffering from. But I feel they are not in any real danger. I've never seen any violence here. 13th February, 1920. My dearest friend, the war had nothing to do with anything. They are right. God has abandoned these lands. 2 of my flock have disappeared without a trace, as the first case of that which I was warned of. I had thought that they came with impotent threats, only to run away with their tails between their legs. But now we must go and confront these people face to face. I think that this may be a dangerous move, but I feel that we have God on our side. Something smells fishy about all this.
Ah.
Armitage.
Hello.
Please, I'm busy. Be brief.
Right then.
It's like the pimply-faced teen from The Simpsons.
I need to look at the books on that shelf.
I'll just bet you do.
Sorry, just need to adjust my microphone here.
What are you doing?
I'm looking for a book, but I can't find it.
What book are you looking for?
Ancient Artifacts of Essex. Don't tell the boss I lost library property. He'll cut my pay.
Huh.
That guy's totally blocking it.
He could be looking in the wrong section.
Dotting all the I's. The art of sewing voodoo dolls. So my son is the devil. How to recognize the omens. How I burned the cats. Witchcraft in New England. Failed summonings. Sathaga and the Voiceless Pipers. Psychic readings for dummies. Tarot, poker, and bridge. Dotting all the I's. The art. Wax on, wax off? Marshall. I already have one.
Hey there, Raging Junior.
A historical society leaflet. It's in High Street. It seems there's an interesting exhibition. Come and see artifacts from spectral Innsmouth. There's nothing on the back. Who is this
He is a ruthless man dwelling in that godforsaken place.
Innsmouth?
Aye. The mere mention of that name rings of blasphemy.
I would like to borrow ancient artifacts of Essex. I can't find it.
Son of
Ask Melvin.
He didn't seem able to help me.
Melvin! Where's the book this guy is looking for?
It must be here. Somewhere. I can't find it.
He's not the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Let me check the logbook. Here it is. Melvin! Have you noticed that the book is out on loan?
Melvin, you incompetent, shinless piece of walking shit.
It's always the same old story. You're always distracted. You have no commitment. You're rude. You treat the customers like garbage. You never do what I tell you. Never on your game. Uncultured scum. Your feet stink. You are ugly. You are useless. You skim the profits. You can't catalog.
Let's take a look. There's not much about Innsmouth. That book on the third row from the bottom may be the same one that Train Geek was talking about.
A dog would do a better job. You're always distracted. You have no commitment.
On the spine it says, Transport in Essex.
You're rude. You treat the customers like garbage. You never do what I tell you. Never on your game.
It's a railway history of Essex. Let's see now. Here it is. It seems that some years ago they started to build a railway to Innsmouth, but they were interrupted by strange circumstances, though it was a bustling commercial port. Maybe that book about commerce in the row below can add some insight.
Uncultured scum! Your feet stink! You are ugly! You are useless! You skim
It would be
the
better to
profits.
take one book at a time. Max 2.
You can't catalog! A dog would do a better job!
Somewhere about here?
You're always distracted! You have no commitment! You're rude! You treat the customers like garbage! You never do what I tell you! Never on your game!
Let's see now. Here it is, Commercial Port of Innsmouth. There are pages and pages about the strange and sudden abundance of fish. It must have been an important and thriving port at that time. I wonder what happened to it so as to not even be marked on a map these days. Hey, wait a second. It mentions here a gold refinery and the commerce of ancient jewels, as detailed in Ancient Artifacts of Essex. Damn it! Always the way.
Uncultured scum! Your feet stink! You are ugly! You are useless! You skim the profits!
Somewhere about here?
You can't catalog! A dog would do a better job! You're always distracted! You have no commitment! You're rude! You treat the customers like garbage! You never do what I tell you! Never on your game! Uncultured scum! Your feet stink! You are ugly! You are useless! You skim the profits! You can't catalog! A dog would do a better job! You're always distracted!
That's about enough.
You have no commitment! You're rude! You treat the
I don't want to
customers
interrupt.
like garbage!
It's just way too funny.
You never do what I tell you! Never on
I
your
don't want to
game!
interrupt.
Oh, Raging Junior said nice things about the podcast. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying Watch Out for Fireballs. So let's see this historical society, why don't we? Is that guy looking at his phone? That guy's looking at his phone.
rum. The drive home from the bar has never been safer. Si presso. You'd never guess it was 0%. Hello.
Hi. Psst. Save me from this guy, please.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure I need to be a part of this.
Coward.
You seen any hot chicks around?
Hello.
Greetings, my son.
Have you ever been to Innsmouth?
Shh, that place is cursed.
So I've been told.
Best not to speak of it.
Isn't it a little early to be drinking?
I'm only on my second drink. This is non-alcoholic wine for your information.
About Innsmouth.
Shh, shut up! They can hear us. I know them well.
Come on, let's talk about Innsmouth.
Shh, I've been there once. It seemed deserted, but at the same time, I felt eyes upon me at every step. The church. Their church. The symbols. They weren't Christian.
What did they look like?
I don't remember. Don't remember. They seemed like...
Did she pass out?
The excitement was too much for her. Or perhaps the alcohol. Hello.
Hello to you. If you could excuse me, I'm kinda in the middle of something.
He wouldn't like that. A table needing clearing. Hello.
Hello. How can I help you?
Do you have any rum?
Such a shame. A bunch of automobile drivers already drank it all and then burned rubber out of here.
Oh, those must have been the guys from Stories Untold.
The best Cipresso vintage.
The last bottle was already bought by the nun outside.
Oh, it really is 0% wine.
Do you know anything about Innsmouth?
No. One of the customers outside mentioned something about it, though.
Did I ever tell you about my safari in Africa?
Hello.
Hi. Psst. Save me from this guy, please.
I'm sorry. I'm not sure. Hello.
Hello to you. If you could excuse me, I'm kinda in the middle of something.
Hello.
Hello to you.
The excitement or...
Alright, let's go learn some stuff about these Innsmouth artifacts. Artifacts from Spectral Innsmouth.
I'm sorry. We're closing.
Can you...
Get out.
I just want to...
Out!
That woman is crazy. I don't want to go in there again just yet.
I just want to learn. Hey, why do you have a phone? Hey, buddy.
Uncultured scum! Your feet stink!
It seems that the book was borrowed by a certain Andrew Hoplow.
Get your nose out of there. That's none of your concern.
Be that as it may, I could not help but notice Melvin's signature at the bottom.
Son of a...
Is this any way to treat a client? And he's right. There's your signature underneath.
I'm sorry, boss. I don't know what to say.
There's nothing to say, Melvin. Because of your incompetence and your rudeness, you're fired. Get out!
But, boss,
Out!
But I just want to...
Out!
I've got a strange feeling of déjà vu, except funnier.
That's not funny. Also not funny. I need to look at the live feed to see if that achievement pops up. Nah, it is an achievement called Trumped just came up. you know, I'm too depressed even.
Stressful day?
Yes. First the Marsh's stooge, then Melvin. I can't wait for this day to finally be over.
I really need ancient artifacts of Essex.
It seems that Andrew Hoplow borrowed it, and as I have come to expect, he is always late returning books.
Tell me about Hoplow.
You can usually find him strolling around aimlessly reading books with a suicidal face.
Never mind.
Huh. So that must be the guy who I think is, you know. Raging Jr. asks if there are games like this on PSN. You can get the remasters of Day of the Tentacle and Grim Fandango. If you're looking for that, LucasArts heat. All right, we can find this guy. Let's go see if the bartender has any insight on this guy.
Hello.
Hello. How can I help you?
Do you know anything?
No.
I use only the best oil on my forelock.
It's one of those electrically lighted signs that are all the rage at the moment. That woman is...
Not a big fan of this. Waiting around for the guy to show up. Maybe he'll do something.
I need that book you're reading.
But I have nothing else to read.
Are you interested in commerce?
Not in the slightest. Enough chit-chat.
I need that...
But I have...
Are you interested?
Well, perhaps I could be, even if I don't feel the need for speed.
Here, cutie. Guys? 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 You guys rock!
They don't even drop a beat. Whew. Guy's showing a lot of chest.
Stand back. That's close enough.
Hello.
Hello.
I would like a room for the night.
I'm sorry, I can't reach the keys up there. I lent my grabber to Melvin. He works at the library.
I hope that hobo's blanket is queen-sized, and that he doesn't mind company.
Or you could just track down Melvin.
Who knows where it leads?
Everywhere and nowhere. But only I know the truth behind that secret.
The train I arrived on. In miniature. I can't just steal it. That big guy's got his eye on me. A rare pen collection. Nice train model.
Thanks.
Nice pens.
The best. It's a very rare collection, unique in all the world.
So, I imagine you don't use them for Sudoku.
What's Sudoku? My friend, it is 1929.
That train model is surely the best piece in your collection.
Heretic! That rubbish is only even allowed here as a token for trading. Do I look like a train collector to you? Do I have pimples, wear glasses, or keep cheap pens in my top pocket?
Nor I. I have a gold pen right here in my pocket. That bloody homeless guy must have stolen it.
So I know that because I saw it. That's kind of a fucked up thing to jump right to.
I'll just be going then.
Okay, let's go get Andrew a trains book. Huh. Where could that have gone?
There's an empty space between Awesome Friendships in Essex, How to Drink in Massachusetts During Prohibition, and Architecture of Essex.
Transport Nexus, there we go.
Where do you think you're going with that library property? Put it back where it belongs immediately.
No, 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 no.
That wouldn't help. I don't want to. I've learned everything I can from that. I've learned everything. Stressful.
Yes, first the...
What was that? Jerry Pop?
Wait,
Okay.
Thanks. Return this book I was reading to the library for me, would you?
Sure. Let's see now. It seems that someone from Innsmouth sold off some of its ancient artifacts and valuables years ago. Some of them are preserved at the Newburyport Historical Society. But that's where the crazy old lady kicked me out from. I must find a way to get in. Maybe I can ask around for help. I want to visit the Historical Society, but a crazy old lady kicked me out. Can you help me?
How would I know? But now that you mention it, I have seen her flirting with the librarian.
Oh, I get to
now
play
and then.
Cupid.
I wanted to visit the Historical Society, but an old lady wouldn't let me in. Can you help me?
How would I know?
So let's go talk to that librarian again.
I imagine you're back to return what you accidentally borrowed.
I don't want to. I want to visit the Historical Society, but a crazy old lady kicked me out. Can you help me?
How dare you? I dearly love Madame Tilton. I cannot allow you to speak of her like that.
Sorry, sometimes I get...
Okay, lad. I'll let it slide this one time. But never speak of her like that again!
Of course. So you know her? Can you persuade her to let me in?
Strange. That's the second time today that someone inquired about the Madame. You're in league with that thug.
Nonsense. I'd never even heard of Innsmouth before today, but I cannot deny that the mere mention of the name draws me to it strangely.
Boy, listen to someone much older and wiser than you. Nothing good has ever come from that bloody place. However, a taste of historical culture never hurt anyone. Here, take this letter of introduction to the lady on my behalf.
It's a Lovecraft story, dog. That's the only thing that hurts anybody. Well, let's see what
A
he
letter
says
of
here.
introduction, signed by the librarian.
Thank you very much for subscribing with Twitch Prime.
Where do you think
Precisely,
you're going with
Jay.
that library property? Put it back where it belongs immediately.
If anybody else has Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription on Twitch, and that goes to help me out. Helps out the entire network. That is something you have to do every month.
These youngsters. Get out!
Wait, I have this letter.
From the librarian? Oh, such a hunk. Come in and just ask if you need any help in the meanwhile.
I read that you have some items from Innsmouth on display here.
Young man, you're not the first to ask me that today. Why all the interest?
Are you referring to that madman in the hat?
Why? Is that bully a friend of yours?
Not
I
at
just
all.
called him a
Oh, that's
madman.
relief. Nothing good ever comes of those folk. He keeps threatening me. He wanted me to surrender some of my displays to the Marsh family, one of the richest and most important families of Innsmouth.
Marsh. I just heard that name somewhere.
If you are researching Innsmouth, of course you will have heard of the Marshes. During the century just past, Captain Obed Marsh hoarded many treasures while voyaging the South Seas. Come, I'll show you some of the displays in the other room.
After you.
This painting was donated by a street artist on his way to Massachusetts. Apparently, it shows some kind of maritime ceremony. The curious thing is that in the background, you can see the dreaded Devil Reef, which lies off the coast of Innsmouth. Over here, there is a really interesting object. It's a bas-relief from the South Seas, brought here to New England last century on the Sumatra Queen, the ship captained by Obed Marsh. And this is one of the items the Marshes are most urgently demanding. These are some of the works of the famous artist Pickman. They depict bizarre, imaginary creatures. They are disturbing. This is a Louis XIV Renaissance mirror.
In Massachusetts?
Asking too many questions can be dangerous, young lad. And these are some hand-carved statues from the South Seas. They depict anthropomorphic figures and other strange deities worshipped there. This is real English silverware, from Sheffield, to be precise. And this is another one of those disputed items. It's some kind of tiara, similar to the one shown in the relief over there. We obtained it for a rock-bottom price from an Innsmouth drunk.
Oh, good old Zadok.
We suspected he stole it when the Marshes demanded it back. And we tried to find him to ask, but we heard he died in a bar fight.
Is it made entirely of gold?
It's made from a strange alloy, which contains gold. Many things made from the same alloy were produced by the gold refinery that Obed Marsh built after returning from his voyages. The place is abandoned now, though, I've heard. Feel free to take a look around. I must go attend to some matters before closing up.
Huh.
It's a gorgeous tiara. The base of the dome is strangely oval-shaped. In several places, beautiful and peculiar geometric figures have been carved. Some precious gems are mounted near the top. A weird rectangular plaque is inlaid in the middle. A weird tentacular image. It's a big ruby mounted in the tiara. Hey, wait. It appears to be connected to some kind of mechanism. Hey, this must be one valuable button. And yet people complain about those sheiks and their solid gold toilets. A weird tentacular image. A carved wooden panel of considerable size. There's an anthropomorphic figure which looks like a shaman or a priest. He's wearing a strange tiara with a weird shape in the middle.
Huh.
A weird tentacular, very similar to the one on the... Could they be one and the same? There are some etchings depicting some of the natural elements. Earth, fire, and water. They appear to be etched in a style slightly different from the rest of the carving.
So that's the key. Data chum, data chi. Let me write this down.
There are some etchings depicting some of the natural elements. Earth, fire, and water.
Okay, so that'd be...
They appear to be etched in a style slightly different from the rest of the carving.
Green, red, green, green, red, blue.
It's an emerald button mounted. It's already pressed. A weird tint. It reminds me, could they be? I've always hated silverware. Living room grade paint. Strange, exotic idols. I do not recognize any of the depicted creatures. Sheer opulence. Extremely realistic. What a twisted imagination. Extremely realistic. What a twisted imagination.
Hey there, Picklefax.
Very evocative. The weird ceremony
that's my
depicted
word.
here conveys an unexplainable sense of anticipation. A weird could they be? There are some etchings depicting some of the earth.
Oh,
They
there's
appear
a
to be
there's a water in the middle here. Let's
Eureka! There's a message embossed on the metal. It looks like some kind of code. I should transcribe a copy of it somehow.
Hey, Zicho.
It fits perfectly. How lucky is that? If I had a pen, I could make a rubbing of it.
But I don't have a pen. So I need to come back here later when I have my pen.
Sorry, madam. About the mirror...
Didn't I already mention it could be dangerous to ask too many questions?
Do you mind if I...
No.
Zombie Chocobo asks how this is going so far. It's pretty standard adventure game fare so far, honestly. I'm not in Innsmouth yet. And I imagine that's where stuff is going to get a little more, if not scary, then a little bit more, involved. For good or for ill.
I'll just...
Alright, let's go to that, the homeless man.
Have you by any chance seen a gold pen anywhere around here?
No.
Maybe you saw where I dropped it?
Are you implying...
I'm quite sure it was...
Maybe I saw something, but my throat is dry.
Hello?
Why are you still black?
All right, let's go to the bar. Get him some of that 0% wine. I can just take it from that nun, so...
She said it was non-alcoholic. How come she's drunk then? The power of suggestion?
Did I ever tell you about my safari in Africa?
I have a little something for you.
What?
A very nice label indeed. Cipresso. And aged to perfection. What?
I can already feel the dark taste. I want it. I want it.
I'll trade it for the pen.
All right. Take your bloody pen. Now leave me alone.
Sorry to yawn. Had a long day. Zombie Chocobo. The homeless man's voice is everybody's old man voice. I don't know what you're talking about.
If I had a pen... What the... My grandfather gave me a pen that doesn't even work?
That piece of garbage. I bet his voice sounds something like this. Picklefax says that they don't understand Twitch. What is stymieing you about Twitch?
Maybe you can trade your train model for this gold pen?
Show it to me. Leave it on the counter. Now, please, stand back, away from my pen.
Okay. You were the one who said to come closer.
Cute. I will add it post-haste to my collection. You can have the train. More on.
What?
Nothing, just a throat tickle.
What have I done? I can't believe it. Please forgive me, grandfather.
He'd understand. You were just complaining about how he fucked you over. Wait.
A cute little plant. I'll name him Chuck.
I figured that was gonna happen. So the train spotter at the platform seemed to be interested in this train. Let's go talk to him.
Could you lend me a pen that actually works?
I only have the ones they give away on trains.
But they don't just give away pens on trains.
Exactly.
I don't want to.
Used model train on man.
That wouldn't help. Could you lend me a pen that actually works?
I only have the ones they give away on trains.
But they don't just give away pens on trains.
Exactly.
It's a very rare scale model of a train. It won't open. I don't want to.
Oh, come on.
No thanks. It's filthy. Could you lend me a pen that actually works?
If you can get that train geek out of the station, you can have this one for free. He scares the other passengers away.
Is there anything...
The train station and the trains!
And if someone wished to go somewhere other than the station?
I don't understand.
Do you know what...
No, they never...
Could you... But...
Eggs...
Okay, is there any place where I could use...
That wouldn't help. A garbage can. Never. Never.
All right, Mr. Reciprocity says I gotta push him.
He wouldn't like that.
That's the point.
I don't want that. That wouldn't help. I have a gift for you.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Thank you. I'm
Give
going
won't
to go
work.
home and play with it right now.
Okay, so that was frustrating. Give wouldn't work to give that train to him as a gift. You have to do use.
Done. Can you give me that pen now?
Here you go. You deserve it.
Thanks. pen that actually works. It seems the lady is really closing up. A perfect rubbing of the code. Such strange symbols. They look very ancient.
Huh.
No end to this dust.
That wouldn't help.
Spot of dust here.
I don't want to. Sorry, madam. Thank you for letting...
Nope. More dust here.
I don't need it. Some tools used by Native Americans. A typical map of Massachusetts. Whoever sells these is rich by now, for sure.
It's a bit dirty, grubby, filthy, disgusting, lucky.
Hey, I'm walking here. Get out of my way. Trust me, I've had a bad day. Do not take me off.
Be gone, scum.
What the? You actually want me to smash your skull in with this grabber?
Holy shit! Melvin!
I don't think he's in any condition to answer me. Now, the grabber is mine.
Holy shit, that is dark.
So, you have the grabber?
It's a little bloody, but still works fine.
Yeah, use it yourself. The room is 237.
Do you even have such a room?
The regressive room numbering starts from the YMCA in Agawam and ends with the one in Worcester.
That's ridiculous.
What genius put the keys way up there?
The last YMCA owner. He was over 7 foot tall.
Mr. Marsh, the master plan has failed. Don't worry, though. Luck is on our side. What we need will be delivered straight to our door.
As I already told you, we have nothing further to discuss.
And as I already told you, we do not accept no for an answer. The tiaras is ours by right.
A perfect rubbing of the code.
There's someone still here? I thought you were closed by this hour. Oh well. You will be all alone next time.
And I will defend myself alone even then.
Such strange symbols. They look very ancient.
Right then. Today is your lucky day.
So, in the fiction, my character is talking to himself out loud.
Read all about it. Teen brutally bashed during the night. The case of the bashed teen, exclusive only in the Daily Newburyport. Extra, extra! Basher of Newburyport strikes again. Read all about it. night, a guy was bashed within an inch of his life in an alley near the library.
Really? Any news about the attacker?
Buy a copy to learn more.
I'll take it.
Teen brutally bashed during the night. The case of the bashed teen, exclusive only in the Daily Newsburyport.
The front page of the paper tells of the battery upon poor, hapless Melvin.
Extra, extra! Basher of Newburyport strikes again! Read all about it.
1-2.
It's $2.50 to Markham.
It stops by Innsmouth, right?
Right.
The case of the bashed teen, exclusive only in the Daily Newsburyport.
The day was warm despite the rain. The landscape of sand, sedge grass, and stunted shrubbery became more and more desolate as we proceeded. Our narrow course began to climb steeply, and I felt a singular sense of disquiet in looking at the lonely crest ahead where the rutted roadway met the sky. I realized, come face to face with rumor-shadowed Innsmouth. It was a town of wide extent and dense construction, yet one with a portentous dearth of visible life.
The next to Newburyport is tomorrow.
But I must head on to Arkham.
Okay, I'm going to save this and then take a short break. I think I have a little bit more energy in me for tonight. Yeah, I'll be back in about like 5 minutes for maybe another hour or so. Cool. Everybody stick around. Gonna go get some water, stretch my legs, all of that. BRB.